I don't know where they went to steal it from. Hello and welcome to True Perspective. Today I have with me an exciting guest. As you can see, a beautiful one at that. And this episode is in honor of the Black Maternal Health Week. It holds every April 11th to 17th of every year, and we are celebrating maternal Black health this week. So back to my guest. This is Victorine. Victorine, welcome to True Perspective.
Thank you.
It's good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Nice. So please tell us about yourself.
Okay. So I'm Victorine Obia from Nigeria, obviously. And I'm Igbo from the surname. So people usually ask me why Victorine, because Victorine is French.
Okay.
Yeah, it's French for Victoria or Victor. So I just tell them, well, my parents just love the name and decided to give it to me. So there you have it.
You know, the first time we met, is it Victoria or Victoria? It's Victorine. And I was even trying to get the spelling. I'm like, Victorine. I've never heard this one before. But of course, it's a derivative of Victoria, Victor, and all that. So, but it's very unique.
Yes,
I didn't know it's even French. I just thought maybe English or whatever.
And I've not really heard a lot of French bear that name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I don't know where they went to steal it from.
But that's nice. That's beautiful. Okay, Victorine.
Yeah.
What brought you here? Why are you here? Why are you not here right now?
Okay. Firstly, well, I should ask you as well. Why are you here?
Nice one.
Yeah. So actually I came here on a study permit. Yes. I was actually doing my MSc in theater arts at Redeemers University while applying for my PhD here, and then as soon as I was done, I got my admission into this place and then came here, Laurentian University, and it's been an amazing experience so far. Yeah, it has.
Wow, that's beautiful. So I know that you came in pregnant.
Yes.
Please tell us about that.
Yes. The pregnancy was unexpected. It was like, so we had been trying.
Okay.
Yeah, we had been trying for like over 5 years. And then suddenly I took in, I didn't even know I was pregnant until like 2 months after, because I was expecting my period. And then I saw the signs of period, but then nothing, no show. So I had an indoor test and then found, oh, wow, really? After 2 months? Interesting. And then, so God blessed me with that.
Wow.
At the same time, my admission came up. So I was like, is this not going to spoil my program, my plan? Because I feel like I'm an organized person. Like, okay, so between this time and this time, I should have achieved this. Between this time and this time, I'm going to achieve that. And then I was like, this is when I want to get my PhD. Yeah, so this is when I will apply and I'm sure I will get it. And then lo and behold, well, God helped me. I got it. And then the pregnancy came at the same time. I was like, I was almost like, God, why?
But that was a double blessing.
Yes, it was a double blessing. I was excited. At the same time, I was like, I am coming alone. Who do I know? How, God, how are you going to do this? Or why did you do this to me? But then I just, I was encouraged by my parents because I went to my parents at that period to be, catered for.
Yeah.
and they encouraged me. My husband encouraged me. It was just a whole barrage of encouragement, and I felt okay.
But you're sorry to cut you. But you have a child before this one.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. I have a girl. Yeah, she just turned 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that must have been very hard to make the decision to say, "Oh, this is what I've been praying to God for," and now this other one too. I want it.
Yes.
How am I going to go?
Yes.
All by myself.
It was a seriously emotional period for me. But well, I came all the same.
Of course,
I came. I was like, I'm not going to defer my admission. I have to get my PhD at the time I want to get it. So I will come with this pregnancy. He's a Canadian because God wants him to be a Canadian, I guess.
Wow. Wow.
So that's indeed a double blessing, triple blessing. The citizenship, 1 or 2. Yeah. Firstly, the pregnancy. I mean, it was exciting. Please don't get me wrong. It was an exciting event, but still very emotional because of my decision to transition or to immigrate.
Yeah. So I can't imagine how would have felt being stuck with making those very, very important decisions of your life, but thank God you are here. Looking back, it's not something that you would regret.
No, I won't.
And being away from home, I know it's not easy. What would you say would be the most surprising aspect of becoming a mom, far away from home? What's like, can you describe maybe some differences in betting experience, and because I know that back home, if you're with your parents, you know how much you'll be taken care of.
Oh yes,
you must have made.
I'll be swimming in. I'll be swimming in care, like ooh. But well,
because as a student, you didn't come planned as a. Fine, you were pregnant, but that thing of being a student was paramount.
Yeah.
Until it got to a certain stage, right? Tell us about that. How were you able to cope with your study, being pregnant, and all that?
Oh, it was tough. It was tough. There was actually a time I fainted in school.
Jeez.
Yes, I was just on the hallway speaking with my colleague and 2 other undergraduates, and then the next thing I just blanked out. So it was obviously from exhaustion. I knew it was exhaustion because I was trying to keep up with
schoolwork.
Yeah, schoolwork, deadlines, like plus coupled with the hormonal changes, inability to sleep well, even to study was some sort of challenge, but I was able to. Because it reflected from my grades, so I was able to,
Would you say you had the support of your lecturers?
Yes, I had the support of my lecturer. Like, okay, so I was on graduate teaching assistantship.
Okay.
So when that thing happened, when I had that health emergency, when I fainted, so he heard of it and told me not to come to class again. I could do it from home because I think I was about 8 months then. Yeah, I had quite advanced. So so he was really that supportive. If there was anything I needed to do, if there was another emergency, I should make sure I call him because
wow,
it was something.
And here we don't take maternal health for joke. We don't play with it. You understand? And thank God for emergency service.
Oh, yes. Thank God for emergency service. But when I was taken to the hospital, I didn't like what I got there. It was later I found out that okay, so the health system can be funny here, which is something everybody knows. Yes, I wasn't attended to on time and everything, and I was like, oh my god, how, why? I need something, I need someone, but eventually, well, it all worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because thank God for emergency service.
Yeah.
Here, you can call 911.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And then they'll be there. And when you call the 911, they check you.
Yes.
So they know the extent of your emergency.
Oh yeah.
So that you were there and was not attended to on time. I'm sure they would have looked at this person. She's still okay.
She's okay. She's not dying. She's not dying.
Because I heard that at the emergency, when you get there, they already the people who come to pick you already know that. They will know this is an emergency proper.
Yeah.
Where you have to be wheeled into maybe operating room or whatever. Or maybe this one is just okay, they are watching you while you're there waiting.
Yeah.
They are watching.
Okay.
But can you compare it to back home?
No.
Okay, so let's not go any further.
No.
Let's not go any further. So what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced as a new immigrant mom? What are some of the challenges? Because you're far away from home, and that support system is not there. But I won't say it's not there in certain ways. But how are you able to go through all that?
Okay. So it's wasn't easy at first, of course. Okay, so maybe I should start from when I firstly landed Sudbury. So I met this couple at the airport, and I just asked for Uber because I checked the app. I saw there was nothing like Uber in Sudbury, and then the lady told me that there wasn't any of that, but they could give me a ride. And so from then we connected, and they showed me around, like linked me up with the agents that I got my first accommodation with, which was a shared apartment, of course. And then the church that I'm attending presently, they were the ones to firstly introduce me there. And okay, so I had a great challenge with getting my own accommodation. It was really difficult, and coupled with the fact that you have to have certain things to be given accommodation. As a new person, I didn't have that. Accommodation was a challenge, but at the same time, God helped me in that area. And also support. I would have, if I was back home, I would have support raising the baby.
Yeah.
But it was really tough initially because I was alone, and I was really praying hard and expecting my family to be here. So I'll say that initial stage was a challenge, which still is, because now there are two of them I have to take care of, and like I feel like I'm always on my feet, but well, I try. There are times that I'm like I want to say certain words, certain negative words, like the baby is crying, I'm trying to put his food, trying to serve his food. The girl is back from school. She's shouting, "Mommy, this, look at me." And she likes gymnastics. She's always like, "Mommy, see this thing, see what I learned." I'm like, I want to say something negative, but the Holy Spirit just tells me to say, "Thank you, Jesus." And so that's what I say. Thank you. Like, thank you, Jesus. And then I just become, okay, you can show me, but I won't be looking at you because I'm trying to feed your say, okay, Mommy, when you're done, so So it's really challenging in all those ways. There isn't like there isn't anyone you can really call to say, oh, please come over, I need help, come and take my son or my daughter, come and take my kids to your place because I need to chill, like I need my sanity,
Okay, so I'll ask you. We have a community. How have you leveraged on the community that we have?
Okay, which community exactly?
The Nigerian community. So, okay, let me not even say let's say community. There's church community.
Yes, that's true.
There's student community. There's Nigerian community. There are friends. So, and another thing is, do you have friends? You understand? I know you're new. You're still building relationships and all that. But how are you able to tap into these small communities here and there to help you with your journey?
The church, in the church I met a couple of ladies, four ladies, but their schedule, I'm this kind of person that doesn't like to just jump into you. I don't want to jump into you because I know we're in a foreign land, and from what I've known about the Western world, everyone is so busy that you can't even lend an ear to the other person. So I just try to like stay on my own.
Anyway, okay, go on.
And so I can't like call any of those ladies and tell them, oh, please, come and take this boy to your house. Like maybe the whole of the day, I'll take him from you at night. I can't do that. So I won't say I really leveraged on these communities. Those are the only two I know I can really like.
Okay, and we'll get back to that, because again, I understand we are all different. People are different, and because of the experience, your first experience with, they say you cannot join this, which was a very wrong information at that. It was not even the right information for someone to have, and that must have affected the way you would have related,
with fellow Nigerians. Yes, it did affect.
It did, right? Because how can somebody say this? You are new and this is the information you're getting. Already that thing is there. Anyway, but afterwards, tell me about your experience with having your son. I know what's her name in church. Carrie.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that journey. How did you get to know Carrie? And how did you land in Carrie's house?
I know, right?
How? Where? From where to where?
I know, right? White. My first white contact, and then I'm in her house. She's taking care of me.
Carrie, you're going to hear this. So you are hearing this story from her.
So I was sitting beside her in church. So remember the couple I said I met at the airport? So I was sitting with the guy, and
they attend Latin too?
Yes.
Oh,
they
really?
do.
Okay.
I was with the guy. He actually came to pick me up from my accommodation to church, and then we sat beside Carrie. So after church, Carrie asked me if I have anyone to help me after giving birth. I told her no. She said, what? No one has to be on their own. She said God was actually speaking to her to take me into our home and take care of me after the baby was born. I was like, God, you love me. Because honestly, I'd been thinking of how I would take care of a newborn. I didn't even hold my baby when the first born. I didn't really hold her because she was so tiny, I felt she could break if I held her. All I did was breastfeed her and give her back sick. Thank you. I'm done. Yeah, but I was, wondering how it would not happen, and then God did that for me. And so after giving birth, she came. We were at the hospital together actually, and then we went straight to her house, and I was there for 2 weeks. Yeah, because she
Wow.
had to go to travel first for the summer and something. So yeah,
But
that
that's
was
good.
it. Yes,
I
that's
remember
God.
when I asked her, when was it I asked her? I can't remember I can't remember how we got talking. And she said God told her to ask you. And she was
Yeah.
like, I don't know her. Why? And she was about to go. Then she went back again to meet you and said, God said she should ask you that question.
Yes.
And I was like, how thoughtful, how mindful.
Yes.
God is mindful of us.
He is. He is. He is.
And you spent 2 weeks there.
Eating Oyibo food.
Eating Oyibo food. Well, before then, tell us how you dragged some people to come and do pepper soup for you.
Oh my God! So, like, I was craving Niger things. I was craving, like, if I was home, I'll be drinking pepper soup. I'll be eating this, eating that, and everything. But anyway, so I texted, was it call? I can't remember, but I contacted RMD. I was like, I needed pepper soup. Anyway, so she brought me pepper soup together. I also texted about pressing my tummy because I needed that. I was like, this tummy like this, it should be like this because honestly, the mentality is if your tummy is not pressed, it can never go down. I'm like, I'm still young. I'm too young to have a big tummy. I can't remain bloated forever. So anyway, so I texted her and then she told me that she was coming with Joy. I was like, okay, correct. And then the pepper soup came, the gari came, fish pepper soup and gari. Oh God, it felt like heaven. It felt like heaven. I was so excited. And then I pressed my tummy. Just that one time, I was like, I know I'll be fine because, well, it doesn't really take a lot of pressing like that. So just that one time, I felt okay. And also, I think it also has to do with, it's also a thing of the mind. So I felt good. And then I did start doing myself. And yeah.
Wow. I'm just looking at you. You know why? Living when you have a child outside your home, outside your home country, it is different.
Yeah.
Fine, you have good health care and all that, but this traditional thing that we do, a lot of us take it for granted. And I don't know whether I should say this, but I'll just say it anyway because I had that experience when I had my son Jason.
Okay.
When I had him, I was far away from home. But my mom was this person that she was just massaging people all over the place.
Oh.
So she was that kind of person. And I've experienced people year in, year out come to my parents. And even when we were young, my aunties, some of them, their husbands will come and drop them at home, and then they will be with us. My mom does all this traditional, pressing, massaging, sitting on hot water, taking care of, my parents are. And I saw it year in, year out. Sometimes some people will come. Mama, come on, my wife just gave birth, so please come and do a move up for us. So, and then my mom will go. So sometimes when I call my mom, where are you? Hey, somebody said, blah, 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 blah. She will go in the morning, she'll go in the evening. She'll back mother and child, morning and evening, morning and evening. And I'm like, what is it? Is it that serious? But I could see the joy in her doing it. And when I had my own child, she was not there for me. Not that she was not there for me. We're not in the same space, right? But she had told me, she said, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. And when I did, I even had an aunt that was with me, and my aunt said, you want to do everything so that your mother will say that you didn't take care of my daughter. My friend found that place, let me do it. And my aunt, took care of me. And even in doing that, she would say, now your mama sabi this thing, your mama now they back all of us for family. Yeah, and you can imagine years upon years. This is not 30 years, over the years. That's my mother's ministry in the family. And even in the community. So when I heard that there's an Omugo opportunity, who is that person? What is happening? Oh yeah, let us go. Because again, I knew how I felt those years. When I was just by myself, I knew all, and I had a very difficult birth. So it was even more difficult for me. Even though my husband was with me, but again, you were just looking.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what to do.
So I had a difficult birth, but that I could. When I went back home, my mom just took over my son, and I didn't have any problems and all that. But you see, there is this thing that we Africans do that you cannot trade it for anything. That community, that support that you get.
Yeah.
That love. Even sometimes they'll say, do sit up where when you are sitting. When after a child, my mom will say you cannot sit down like this. You close your leg as if it's the leg that will close on the hard surface. You sit on the hard surface and you will do like this. Always have wrapper with you and all those things. I'm like, I beg. But over the years I've seen it work. And to tell you that this lady was one of the ideas behind this my Omugo ministry. I'll drop the link in the video, and we are catering for people who have, who are in similar situation like, she was. You are new and you're pregnant, or you just had the child. We are here to cater for you. It's called Omugo Care Service. We'll talk about that. So tell me, how after having these kids, how do you navigate homesickness? How do you cope? Or you're just doing schoolwork, because you need to find something. I understand, you earlier you said that people here, they are this, but I know this community. I have come to know this community that if you want to be lonely, you be lonely. But if you want to have fun, we do. If you want to have support, you will get support. So now it depends on individuals, right? How you say things, how the kind of person that you are, whether you are, somebody who, wants other people in your space. Not everybody is like that. But I know in this community, in this city where we are, you can get the ones, that can come, the ones that will make noise, the ones that will, that are calm, spiritually. There are organizations all over the place that are helping. Have you been able to connect with, or maybe do you even have friends that you connect with to give you that support? Because you need it.
I do need it.
Yeah.
But I haven't found any.
Okay, you haven't found, or you haven't looked. You are not looking.
I will start looking.
Okay, so you start looking. It's important because it's also good for your mental health.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's good for your health. It's good. You can do better. You can be more productive. And that's part of what we do at Heritage Connect Omugo Care Service. That time I was just looking at you when you said somebody should just come and take this child. Come and take. Let me just sleep. That's one of the services that we provide. Oh yes, because we know that mothers have this challenge. The baby will cry. Come on, somebody should just take this child away. Let me sleep. I just want to sleep. I just want to take a walk. I want to go out. We have seen the need, and it's part of the service that we provide.
Oh, great. That will help a lot.
So you will go another round now.
No, nobody should do it again.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Your husband is here. Your husband is here. What do you mean? So it's been such a wonderful time hearing you share these stories with us. What advice would you give new moms starting their journey, here, far away from home? What advice, based on your experience, what did you think you got wrong and you got right? Okay.
So I will say that you should develop tough skin. You should be resilient. Yeah. You need that to weather through the storm of being new to this, and ask for help. Okay. The worst you can get is a no. That's what someone told me.
Yeah.
The worst you can get is a no.
Yeah.
So ask for help. Yeah. And if the person says no, move on. Ask someone else. The person would say, even if the person says no, to get to a point where someone says yes. Yeah.
Ask for help.
Yeah. Ask for help. Someone will say yes. And then they will receive a blessing of helping. Yeah. And then also be prayerful and reliant on God. Just wait on Him. He always comes through. Always. Always. I've seen it severally. Even at the dying minute. Actually, it's at the dying minute that God comes through for me. So it has taught me to just chill. Like, I'm going to pray, but I'm going to chill. I'm not going to worry, fret. I'm not going to do any of that. I'll just chill. Because I know He's going to come through. He's a king. You can't rush Him to rise from His throne, He will rise at the time He wants to rise. It's like, okay, so it's time for me to show up for this, my child. Let me do it. And then He comes in a big way.
Wow. Wow. Ask for help. Ask for help. Trust God. If you're a new mom or a mom to be, you're new, ask for help. And sometimes, again, I feel some people don't ask. They think, oh, I don't want to, But
yeah, that's something I should even add. Like, if someone wants to help you, accept it. Accept it. I did accept help. I did.
If someone wants to help you, accept help. Don't say, I don't want anybody to come and no. Let me just be trying. Don't go and try and kill yourself.
Exactly, please.
It's we call it maternal Black Maternal Health Week, and there are challenges with a lot of Black moms. A thought just came to my mind now, but let me not say that. But we need to support one another. You need to take advantage of organizations that are giving support. Don't be afraid. Don't say, no, I don't want anybody. No, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Ask for help and trust God. Don't stay all by yourself. I met students, as I met 2 students one day, and one of them just had a baby. And I was almost out of my mind. I was like, what? You just, how are you? In fact, I saw her with book. She was breastfeeding the baby. And she had exams or something.
Yeah, probably a master's student.
I don't even know. I can't even remember.
Oh my.
So I asked her, and you are here by yourself? Nobody even knows. She came in, I think she came in last year. It was last year, this new intake that they came in last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you people like this now? You came into a new place. You didn't ask for help. You didn't ask, is there a community? What are they doing? You show up, because if there is information everywhere, you just need to avail yourself.
Yeah.
You need to avail yourself.
Yeah.
You can't say, there's nobody know. And then you come out with a baby and say, when did you give birth? Just last month. It shouldn't be heard.
Wow.
And that's one of the things that we are trying to do. When a new student comes in, or a new family, it doesn't even have to be student. You are new. As long as you are new and you don't know your way around, you don't, just reach out. At least the Nigerian community is there, thriving African family is there, AWYF is there. By the time you reach out to this
AWYF?
Afro Women and Youth Foundation by Adebola.
Oh, okay.
Afro Women and Youth Foundation. By the time you reach out to these three communities, and tell me you will not find help. Tell me you will not find help. Sure. By the time, if you reach out to Adebola, to AWIF, you don't have help. You reach out to Thriving Africa, you don't have help. Reach out to Nigerian community. I go say, now you know me down. You understand? So reach out. Don't stay by yourself, because we don't want any casualty. We want you to come here and be happy and live your life is good. If you are facing challenge, let it be the challenge that everybody is facing. The challenge of working and making money, not the one that you'll be facing with a child. Nobody to support there. The support system is there. Take advantage of it. So on this episode, we'd like to say thank you to our beautiful Victorine. For having me. You will see more of her, because I'm going to be dragging her leg out. I will drag her out. And thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And keep staying motivated, inspired, and empowered on True Perspective. Bye.